Hi, guys. Welcome back for another week. Let's see who we've got in the room. Well, we got somebody in the room. That's good. That's a start. Okay. Well, I hope you had a good weekend. It was certainly an odd holiday weekend, but I don't know, fairly pleasant as we're finding out that lockdown doesn't really mean lockdown, it means some inconvenience. Well, we'll be getting underway shortly. I think it should be a fairly pleasant and interesting day. So, who's first in the room? Well, I don't know if anyone here was out on the hiking trails this weekend, but we were going to go hiking on Saturday um, up the Mount Wilson Toll Road, and the gate that I usually go through in Altadena was closed. So it meant that we had to drive back down to Eaton Canyon, and Eaton Canyon was just mobbed. So much so that I saw in the paper that on Sunday the Forest Service closed it. Hi, Hidden, how you doing? So what we did was we wound up coming back to the Verdugos, a trailhead up from Verdugo Park across from Glendale College, and luckily that was pretty lightly trafficked. It was pretty pleasant. All right, we're at 10:45. Time to start. Well, I have the requisite announcements. The first one is that fall registration continues. Up till now, it's been priority registration. I think that now general students can begin to register. Whatever the case, try to sign up for your fall classes as soon as you can. For those of you who are signing up for summer right now, I think you'll find our pickings pretty slim. And the reason for that is our summer classes just filled up very, very quickly. And I'm pretty sure the same thing is going to happen for fall. So give yourself as good a choice of classes as you can possibly have by signing up as soon as you can possibly sign up. Second thing, supplemental instruction today on Discord. Chapter 13, media law, will be the topic du jour, and Stephanie will lead a spirited conversation on that. Also happening today is the Transfer Center is doing a Zoom workshop called Denied. I just imagine, a gavel coming down. Denied. Hello, Andrew and Valerie. Hi. The Denied workshop is for folks who have applied to a university, but they didn't get in. And if you found yourself in that position, it's not really a bad thing. And the reason why I say that is uh, I used to get Transfer Center presentations in the classroom by Dr. Kevin Meza when he was still running the Transfer Center. And he would say that students who really try to get into a very challenging university and fail, he says those are the students who oftentimes wind up doing quite well anyway, because they're the ones who are willing to take a risk. They're the ones who are willing to stretch. They're the ones who are willing to dream. So with this Denied workshop today, it'll be 3 to 4:30. All the particulars are on Canvas. So, look for that in the announcement section, the Denied workshop, 3 o'clock to 4:30 today. And the workshop is going to focus on various strategies. What do you do now? Can you appeal to the university that rejected you? How do you widen your net to other universities? For example, If you're trying to get into a University of California campus, some of them are relatively easy to get into, while others, like Berkeley and UCLA, are quite difficult to get into. So, next thing, I had a couple of students over the weekend tell me that they missed the deadline for quiz 3. And I gave them extra time. I reopened it. So if you find yourself in that category, you just forgot about it or something came up or what have you, remember, I'm being easy this semester. So just let me know by email and I will reopen quiz number 3 for you. While we're talking about exams, hi, Hannah and Vicki, hello. Hello. While we're talking about exams, I guess I should tell you about the final exam. If this was a normal face-to-face class, I would be telling you the day and the time of the final. But because we're in this weird remote learning situation, I've been giving my exams asynchronously. In other words, I give you this big block of time and you can take it at any time within that block. I'm going to do the same thing for the final. And so the final exam period for Glendale College is June 3rd through 10th. So I will make the final exam open for you guys beginning on June 3rd and ending on June 10th. It'll be largely multiple choice. I will have you write something, how much is to be determined, but it will be mostly multiple choice. You'll have a couple of opportunities to take it as you have had with your other exams. It should be very unthreatening. Let's put it that way. Okay. Up next. Oh, one more thing before we get off of grading. I had a couple of students get to me over the weekend, and they were concerned about, let's see, I created a way for students to turn in their extra credit assignments if they went to that career education workshop last week. And what it did was for students who didn't do the extra credit, they felt that it hurt their percentage of points in the class. And so I had to remind them once more that it doesn't matter what your percentage is in my class. I only grade on total points. So chill. Really. The percentages don't matter. It's about as relevant to your grade as your shoe size. Honest. It's just total points. And just to give you the point totals, 180 or better for an A, 156 or better for a B, 120 or better for a C. And you will quickly realize that, boy, is my grading system easy this semester. It just is. So, and you deserve it because we've all been through a lot. So, all right, on to the question of the day. Today's question of the day is about the tool that I haven't really used this semester, the tool of the moment, Zoom. And I shied away from Zoom this semester because I was worried about the FBI security warning on it. I was also worried about some of the stories that I got from my colleagues about Zoom bombing from white supremacists and other yucky people. And so, yeah, I've stayed away from it. Now, that said, Zoom has really had its moment over the last couple of months. I think we'd all agree with that. And not just for education. So my question of the day is this: what kind of entertainment have you seen on Zoom? So other than classes, what sort of entertainment has been carried out on Zoom? Andrew, yes, 180 or over is an A. Okay, I'll tell you my story so then you can start working on yours. If this was a normal summer, one of my favorite things to do over the summer, both with students and with members of our family and friends, is outdoor Shakespeare in Griffith Park with Independent Shakespeare Company, and they're marvelous, and like all such groups, small independent theater groups, they're always struggling for money. And this year they won't be able to do their live festival in the park, and they won't be able to pass the hat at the end of the play, and that kind of thing. So they're really, really hurting for money. So the Zoom entertainment that I saw recently was they did a Zoom cabaret fundraiser where their actors, all sheltering in place in their homes, did dances and acted dramatic scenes and so on and so forth over Zoom. And I gave them a few bucks. So that's my Zoom entertainment experience. A bunch of Shakespearean actors, plugging for money. What do you guys got? Hidden is saying, well, only used it for classes so far. All right. I had someone in the last class say that she watched a movie with friends. And that's kind of fun, right? Because you would have all your friends be able to chat in real time about the movie, where unlike in a movie theater, you're not bothering the rest of the audience. All right. Anyone else got how have they been using Zoom for something other than education, where some sort of entertainment? Oh, I have another one. There's a little theater in my neighborhood, the Skylight Theater, and for several Thursdays they were doing these one-act plays over Zoom, and it was an interesting experiment. Let's put it that way. All right, what's Valerie got? Someone I follow on Instagram had their 21st birthday over Zoom and sent all their friends little gift bags. Oh wow, Valerie, were those actually gift bags, or were they like, I don't know, virtual gift bags? But that's a good idea, is to have parties and get-togethers, of all types. We've had kind of a virtual cocktail hour, but we've done that through our iPhones. We've done it through FaceTime. So, okay, who else is using Zoom for entertainment purposes? Oh, actual gift bags. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, who else is using Zoom for entertainment purposes? As you think about your answers, let me tell you what you're doing today. The media note is entitled Trump and Biden Online. It's an NPR story about what each of the two presidential campaigns are doing during what's going to shape up to be a very weird presidential campaign, because you can't go out there and hold rallies and shake hands and tour factories and kiss babies and all. You just can't, right? And even if you don't need the points, listen to this NPR story, because what I find interesting about it is the two campaigns are going about it very, very differently. And in the end, I think one of them's going to be right, and one of them's going to be wrong. I don't mean on the issues, that's a whole nother argument, but in what is the best way to cobble together enough votes, enough states that you are the next president. So listen to that NPR story, Trump and Biden Online. Answer the questions on the little quiz, and then you are getting into chapter 14 today, and that is media ethics. And in chapter 14, I want you to listen to the first 25 plus 25 and a half minutes. That goes through the slide corporate conflict of interest. So chapter 14 through the slide corporate conflict of interest. All right, any last questions or comments before I end the live stream and send you on your way to the media note, the lecture, and beyond? All right, well, guys, have a good Tuesday, and I will be available on Canvas Chat. I'm heading over there right now.